I never thought the term bachelor's surprise would take on such a twisted meaning until that night. My friends, in their misguided attempt at humor, decided a private dance from a top-tier stripper was the perfect send-off before my wedding. The room buzzed with the kind of energy only alcohol and anticipation can create. When the dancer walked in, I was already trying to keep my cool, but as soon as she began to move, her familiar curves and the unmistakable tattoo on her thigh hit me like a freight train. It was my partner, the love of my life, the person I'd planned to marry in less than a week, now standing before me in a world I knew nothing about. In that instant, time fractured. My jaw dropped, and a silence fell over the room, the kind that presses down on your chest. She froze, eyes wide, meeting mine, and the world seemed to stop turning. 1,000 questions screamed through my mind, but I couldn't speak. Her secret life unraveled before me, every late-night work meeting and hidden receipt suddenly making sense. I felt like a fool, blindsided by the person I thought I knew completely. The guys in the room, oblivious to the personal hell that had just erupted, cheered and clapped, but their voices were distant echoes in a world that had shifted on its axis. She stammered out an explanation, something about financial struggles and wanting to surprise me with a lavish honeymoon, but the words bounced off me. Betrayal, humiliation, and anger swirled in a volatile cocktail that left me reeling. I stormed out, the door slamming shut behind me with a finality that echoed my breaking heart. Walking through the streets, a storm of emotions raged inside me. Love and hate, trust and doubt, all battling for dominance. How could I marry someone who could keep such a monumental secret? A week later, as I stood at the altar, my mind was a battlefield of unresolved emotions. I realized the deep internal conflict wasn't just about her secret, but about my own fear of vulnerability and trust. As she walked down the aisle, I searched her eyes for answers, for some sign of the love that had once been so undeniable. The decision I faced was mine alone, to see this as a chance to rebuild or as the final fracture in a story that had reached its shocking climax.